Hey there, wonderful viewers! Welcome back to another mind-expanding episode of Reactoon Podcast. I'm your host, Mr. Meta, and today we're diving deep into the waters of morality, ethics, and our daily choices. This is episode, and we've got a topic that'll make you rethink the way you approach life's little dilemmas. So, grab your thinking caps because we're about to break the bias barrier. Breaking the bias barrier, choosing justice over familiarity and relationships. Now, doesn't that sound intriguing? It's a subject close to my heart, and I believe it holds the key to a more just and equitable world. You see, in our daily lives, we often find ourselves in situations where we must take sides. Maybe it's a dispute between two friends, coworkers, or even family members. Our natural instinct might be to side with the person we know best, but today, we're going to explore why that might not always be the right choice. It's all about breaking free from the gravitational pull of familiarity and relationships when it comes to matters of justice. Our world is filled with biases, some subtle and some not so subtle, and they often cloud our judgment. But it's time we put on our ethical superhero capes and challenge these biases head-on. Think about it. When we support someone just because they're a friend, a relative, or a colleague, even when we know they're in the wrong, we're perpetuating injustice. We're allowing the status quo to triumph over what's right and fair. But that's not the kind of world we want, is it? So, today, we're going to dive deep into the power of objectivity. When we set aside our biases and look at situations impartially, it allows us to see the truth more clearly. For instance, in a dispute between two people, one we know and one we don't, objectivity means evaluating the facts and arguments without favoring the familiar face. It empowers us to make decisions based on fairness rather than personal connections. Next, we'll tackle the crucial theme of standing up for truth. It's not always easy to do, especially when it means going against the grain or challenging those close to us. However, by embracing the value of truth, we not only strengthen our own character but also contribute to a more honest and transparent society. We'll explore examples of individuals who bravely spoke the truth even when it was uncomfortable and the positive impact they had on their communities. Finally, we'll delve into the incredible impact that these choices can have on our lives and the world around us. When we consistently choose justice over familiarity and relationships, we create a ripple effect. Our actions inspire others to do the same, fostering a culture of fairness and integrity. We'll examine historical events and individuals who made such choices, reshaping the course of history through their commitment to justice. I understand that choosing justice over familiarity and relationships can be incredibly challenging. It's human nature to seek comfort in the familiar and to avoid conflict, especially with those we care about. However, it's essential to remember that the pursuit of justice isn't just about doing what's right for society, it's also about seeking God's pleasure. Throughout history, individuals who championed justice often did so because they believed it aligned with the divine will. They recognized that injustice not only harms individuals but also goes against the very principles that many believe please a just and righteous God. So, while it may be difficult at times, choosing justice is a way to seek God's pleasure and to contribute to a more just and righteous world. It's about aligning our actions with our spiritual convictions and making choices that reflect our commitment to a higher moral order. As we navigate the complexities of life, let us remember that our choices matter not only to our fellow humans but also in the eyes of the divine. Together, we can make a difference, seeking God's pleasure through our commitment to justice, one fair choice at a time. In the pursuit of justice, we must always remember that there is no power nor might except with God. Therefore, seeking divine guidance and assistance through prayer and patience is paramount. By turning to God, we find the strength and wisdom needed to practice justice in our daily lives, aligning our actions with His will and ensuring that our pursuit of fairness and righteousness is guided by the highest source of moral authority. Failure to embrace the principles of justice, objectivity, and truth in our society and individual lives can only lead to the persistence of devastation. Without these guiding values, we risk perpetuating inequality, fostering discord, and allowing injustice to thrive. It is through our collective commitment to fairness and moral integrity that we can build a harmonious society where compassion, equity, and empathy prevail, preventing the dire consequences that come with a lack of justice. The absence of a commitment to justice, objectivity, and truth in our society and individual lives can unleash a torrent of cruelty, financial distress, mental health crises, shattered relationships, political conflicts, ideological clashes, wars, murders, and the destruction of the innocence of impressionable children. In such an environment, vices like drug abuse and immorality may flourish, leaving behind a wake of suffering, chaos, and despair. It is through the practice of justice and moral integrity that we can strive to prevent these grave consequences from taking root in our world. So, my dear viewers, as we navigate the complexities of life, let us remember that our choices matter. And even in the face of difficulty, we can find strength in our pursuit of justice, knowing that it resonates with the very essence of what many consider divine and just. Together, we can make a difference, one fair choice at a time. By the end of this episode, I hope to inspire you to be the change makers in your own lives, to break those bias barriers, and to choose justice over familiarity and relationships. It's a small step for us, but it can be a giant leap for a more just and equitable world. Imagine withholding the keys to a treasure chest from someone lost in a maze, desperately searching for a way out. Likewise, not sharing the profound wisdom of justice, objectivity, and truth is a form of injustice in itself. When we hold on to this knowledge, we deny others the tools they need to navigate life's complex moral terrain. By sharing these guiding principles, we empower individuals to unlock the potential within their minds, enabling them to make informed and equitable judgments. When the mind is nourished with such wisdom, it becomes a beacon of justice, illuminating the path towards fair and righteous actions. So, let us not hoard this wisdom but share it generously, for in doing so, we participate in the beautiful act of bestowing the power of justice upon those who seek it, fostering a world where right judgments and just actions prevail. In the spirit of sharing the invaluable wisdom of justice, objectivity, and truth, I encourage you all to not only embrace these principles but also spread the message far and wide. Just as we seek to expand our horizons and learn, let us remember that knowledge is most impactful when shared. So, if you found this content enlightening, don't forget to like, share, and subscribe. And while you're at it, explore our other videos to delve even deeper into the world of justice, because together, we can illuminate the path towards a more equitable and harmonious society. To conclude this enlightening discussion, I want to thank each and every one of you for joining me today. Remember, it's not just about listening, it's about putting these principles into action. Let's go out there, choose justice over familiarity, and make the world a better place, one fair choice at a time. Until next time, stay curious, stay compassionate, and keep seeking the path of justice. Goodbye, and take care!
Please like, share, and comment on video. Do not forget to subscribe channel and hit the bell icon for updates.